Welcome back to another video. Today's video is about 7 cheapest vehicles a lot faster than a Hellcat. Before we get started, we wanted to take a moment and ask you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon below. And don't forget to like our video. I'm definitely sure you will enjoy it. The Hellcat is undoubtedly one of the craziest engines ever built, but unfortunately, its going rate is around $50,000 for even a 2015 model of the Charger Hellcat. And for many of us, that's just too much cash. These are 7 cheapest vehicles a lot faster than a Hellcat. On number 1, we have Nissan GT-R 2010. A supercar that's cheaper than a Hellcat. Sound too good? Well, listen up, because today you can buy an A35 Nissan GT-R for cheaper than a new Hellcat. The GT-R is an entry-level supercar, but if power and style at an affordable price sounds good to you, the GT-R is an absolute gem. It's powered by a twin-turbo 6-cylinder, and unlike its older generations, the R35 ditches the inline configuration and options for a V6, making it good for nearly 500 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds. But the A35 GT-R's handling on the track is even more insane than the acceleration. An A35 GT-R will improve your skills and reduce your times, no matter if you are a weekend racer or not. 7 minutes and 51 seconds was the Hellcat's fastest lap around the Nürburgring. So, what is the GT-R's purpose? A 7-minute 45 second, a 7-minute 30 second? Nope. 7 minutes and 24 seconds. That is not only nearly 30 seconds faster than a Hellcat, but it is also faster than the Maserati MC12, which is one of the best street legal race cars ever made. On number 2, we have Tesla Model SP85D. Hellcat hit 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds. Big deal. Wait, no, but not as impressive as the Tesla Model SP85D, because when you throw that thing in ludicrous mode and get those electric motors turning, the P85D can blast off to 60 in just 3.1 seconds. In addition, despite the fact that it has the ability to absolutely melt your face when you accelerate, it is actually a really nice electric car for everyday use. As a result, you can drive your fashionable Tesla to and from work in it, shred its tires at will, and all of that torque is available at 0 RPM. Additionally, Tesla's software updates are made available over the air, so the future may be closer than you think. What does that imply for you then? It means that you can sleep one night and wake up to a faster and more energy-efficient vehicle. Wow, how cool is that? Well, in most cases, cool means expensive. A new model SP85D would set you back more than $100,000, but used, this car is an absolute steal. We found one with just over 50,000 miles for less than $40,000. But beware, that Teslas tend to lose a bunch of power the faster they go, mostly because it's a 2-pedal car with 1 forward drive gear. On number 3, we have CHEVY Corvette Z06, 2006. For the Z06, CHEVY took the already awesome Corvette and amped it up with more power and a 6-speed manual transmission. And for the engine, the legendary LS7, whose sound might be even sweeter than the Hellcat's, and also cranking out a naturally aspirated 505 horsepower. And remember how I said a Hellcat did the Nürburgring in 7 minutes and 51 seconds? Well, the Z06 did it nearly 15 years ago in only 7 minutes and 40 seconds. De-restricted, both cars are able to hit over 200 miles per hour, putting them both in an elite class of speed machines. But, if you want to save your wallet, your best choice is the Z06, because you can buy one today for less than $30,000. Let me do the math. 505 horsepower, 200 miles per hour, $30,000. On number 4, we have Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 with mods, 2012. ZL1 isn't as powerful as a Hellcat, but it's hard to compete when the Hellcat's cracking 700 horsepower. However, the Camaro ZL1 isn't putting out no low numbers either. The CHEVY engineers hooked this thing up with a whole 580 horses. No, a stock ZL1 won't beat a Hellcat to 60 miles per hour or even in the quarter mile. But the Hellcat is a new American muscle car, and they spend thousands on adding in more and more power, which means that you end up paying more too, like $20,000 more than you'd spend on a ZL1. Once you add in some pulleys, a cam, a full exhaust, and a tune, you can expect 770 rear-wheel horsepower out of your ZL1, and you'll be able to blow that Hellcat out of the water. Additionally, the Camaro is more than 500 pounds lighter than the Hellcat, and the Camaro of the next generation reduced weight even further. With the stock 6.2-litre V8, This sinister spec can be yours for just over $25,000. If you add a few aftermarket modifications to that, it will cost approximately $35,000. Not bad at all. In fact, you already know what I'm going to say if that's the case. The Ford Shelby GT500. On number 5, we have Ford Shelby GT500 with Bolt ONS 2012. The Ford Shelby GT500, a collaboration between Ford and Shelby, has the potential to be the most badass street car ever. They put a supercharger on a stock Mustang GT, added some more badass parts, and put it on the market. Under the hood, the 5.4-liter supercharged V8 engine produces 550 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. It can't really compete with a Hellcat without a few alterations. With a new intake, cam, exhaust, blower, and other components, the GT500 can easily produce 700 horsepower. Additionally, the Shelby GT500's 6-speed transmission shifts smoothly, just like the ZL1, and you can get all of that style and power for a lot less money than a Hellcat. For less than $30,000, we found a clean one with less than 50,000 miles. Hold on, if the Germans have anything comparable to a Hellcat. On number 6, we have BMW E60 M5 with mods. Even though the E60 M5 only has 500 horsepower, it is still pretty sick considering that it comes from a magnificent V10. However, suppose you supercharged it, there are 700 horsepower available. What do you get when you put on a pair of turbos? 800 or 900 M5 motor to 4.8 liters. The majority of us won't be modifying our bimmers in such a way. Rod bearings in the E60 M5 are notorious for blowing. Therefore, if you want to add, M5 cost $80,000 when it first came out, but fortunately, they can now be had for a lot less, like $16,000 for the gorgeous supercar we found with less than 100,000 miles. On number 7, we have Suzuki Hayabusa. The Hayabusa, which has a 1,340cc engine, is fast, like really fast. It doesn't even have 200 horsepower or 140 pound-feet of torque, but at only 550 pounds, it doesn't need either. And the Hellcat, which only has a power-to-weight ratio of 0.15. So, tell me, is going to two wheels worth it? A Hayabusa can be yours for just $7,500. And it is worth it. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought about this amazing video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with all your friends who you think would enjoy this video.